No, really though, before I start, I want to thank Senator Dunn, who's not only been a great mentor to me and our firm, but really without his leadership and vision, programs like this wouldn't exist and flourish the way they do at UC Irvine. So really, I want to thank you for your commitment and dedication. Paul, that was a great speech. And if you haven't seen Paul's shoes yet, please take a look before the day is over. Those are awesome. So thank you all for being here today, and thank you, Grace, Jacqueline, Yvette, for inviting me to speak at the Saturday Academy of Law. I'm really blown away to see the families here on a Saturday, and it's really incredible and moving. It's an honor to be back here at UC Irvine, where I received my undergraduate degree, probably around the time the graduates today were in diapers, so a long time ago. But to today's graduates, congratulations. I salute each and every one of you. This is a remarkable achievement. However, as tremendous as this achievement is, and as much as I want to stand here and celebrate your hard work and dedication, as exciting as it is to say that you've completed UC Irvine's SAL program, I don't think that's the most exciting part. The most exciting part is what comes next. And that's what I want to celebrate. Yes, today marks your completion of the SAL journey, but it also marks a new chapter in your life, one in which you know more, you see more, and you understand more. One in which you're a stronger reader, writer, and speaker. One in which you realize that if you really want it, if you're really willing to work for it, there are careers available to you that maybe you never thought possible. So what happens now? And that's the good stuff. And I don't say this because I'm supposed to. I say this because I know it to be true. A successful career in law was not a predestined outcome for me. Far from it. Unlike many of my peers in high school, my family didn't have some of the resources or privileges others did. We didn't know the right people or walk through any doors that we didn't open for ourselves. And let me be the first to tell you, don't go after any door that you're not willing to open for yourself. Now let me repeat that. Don't go after any door that you're not willing to open for yourself. My parents weren't judges or surgeons or professional athletes who'd already paved the way to some high-profile career for me. My parents, who are here today, like so many others in our community, were immigrants who left behind in search of hope, liberty, and prosperity, everything they have and everything they knew. I credit much of my success to my parents, and here's why. My parents didn't just teach me, they showed me the meaning of hard work and commitment. In 1979, they were living in Iran with a new baby, me, and they had successful careers in engineering and business. Iran was in the midst of an Islamic revolution, and religion was suddenly the law of the land. That year, my uncle was executed by the incoming regime because he favored ideas like freedom and democracy. My parents were faced with a very difficult decision. Leave behind a stable, comfortable, successful life, or stay and face persecution from the new government. So they picked up their lives and moved to the US, where they had nothing. They barely knew how to read, write, or speak the language, and growing up, Farsi was a language we spoke in my home, not English. So when they got here, a foreign land with a new culture, a new way of life, they had to rebuild their lives from scratch. I watched my parents work hard and long, nights and weekends. I watched my father start business after business, all to provide a good life for me and my younger brother. my parents encouraged me to never, ever give up on my pursuit of excellence. Their path to prosperity in the U.S. was not straight. Those businesses my dad was starting, not all home runs. And he had his fair share of failures and false starts, just like I have. But they showed me how to stand back up. No matter what life throws at you, to try to knock you down, you never give up. You never stop striving for excellence. My parents showed me that it's never wrong to do the right thing, even if you fail. But it's always wrong to do the wrong thing if you succeed. And they taught me to stand up for what I believe in, and to stand up for others who may not know how to stand up for themselves. And I had no idea that that would become the guiding light of my entire career. And looking back on it now, I can hardly believe all that my parents did for us. And if I'm being honest, if I was your age, I didn't actually realize what those sacrifices meant. I grew up on the border of 2 high school districts and ended up going to one high school while all my friends went to a different. In 9th grade, I walked in not knowing a soul, and I was terrified. I was just a lost kid trying to figure it out. I was an average student. My parents weren't happy about that. And I typically spent my Saturdays either working or watching TV. You know what I wasn't doing on Saturdays? Attending more school. So I'll say it now, and I'll say it again. You're already so far ahead of the game. In fact, when I was in 9th grade, I knew nothing about the law, and I didn't even know a lawyer. What I wouldn't give to have had access to a program like SAL when I was in 9th grade. And it took me many more years to get to where today's graduates sit. I didn't come to understand and love the law until my 2nd year of college, when I started researching Iran and its history. And I did so because I really wanted to understand what seemed to be the focal point of my parents' lives. And along the way, I learned about the democratic process, from the Supreme Court to the local city council. And I started getting involved in promoting democracy in Iran. I knew very little when I first started, but I was young and I was passionate, and in finding my passion, I found my way. And before I knew it, I was invited to the White House. Yes, the White House. To meet with members of the National Security Council to talk about democracy in Iran and what I was doing. And it was the first time that I'd ever met lawyers and judges and members of Congress. I learned that not all lawyers actually practice law in a courtroom. Lawyers become business leaders and politicians and professors. They write policy that shapes our society, and they fight to make our communities better and safer and more just. And I learned that understanding the law was a powerful tool for changing the world around me. And that was when I knew I wanted to become a lawyer. And I tell you my story not because it's particularly extraordinary, far from it actually. I tell you because, as cheesy and cliche as this sounds, I truly believe this, that if I, the son of Iranian immigrants who came to the US without anything, if I, the average student known to hide his report cards, the kid who knew no privilege nor special advantage, not even a lawyer, if I can do it, anyone can. And here's what I love most about it. In the courtroom, we level the playing field. It doesn't matter how rich or powerful you are. We're all equal under the law. In the courtroom, real-life Davids go head-to-head with real-life Goliaths. And it is a jury of David's peer that decides what's right, not the size of his wall. And it determines when we do right. And as a personal injury attorney, my clients are everyday people. They've been hurt and wronged by someone through no fault of their own. They are Davids, and I get to help them fight their own Goliaths, like car manufacturers and pharmaceutical companies, and sometimes local and state governments. Just imagine the products that would be on the market today without personal injury attorneys. Cars that explode, or how about cars without seatbelts or airbags? Dangerous medications maybe that kill patients instead of saving them. Or even poorly designed roadways that put pedestrians in harm's way. It's scary stuff and it happens. I've had cases, real cases, that have caused cities to redesign intersections. I've had cases, and these are all real actual cases of clients, that have made medical device manufacturers produce better, safer products. And I've had cases that have held insurance companies responsible and accountable even though they've refused to. These results have not only changed corporate behavior and encouraged companies to put people over profit, but they've changed our communities and lives for the better. I've always believed in people, and I consider it the honor of my life to use the power of the law to help those people. So I asked the students today, what do you believe in? What makes you want to stand up? What makes you want to keep standing up after life knocks you down once or twice or 10 times? I've certainly lost cases, and let me tell you, it sucks. And every single one is demoralizing. But do I quit practicing law? Of course not. I love what I do, and I believe in what I do. So I get back up, and I just keep doing it. So what do you believe in? Find your passion and find your way. I really want to thank you all for listening to me and for having me here today. I want to thank UC Irvine School of Law for creating and supporting such an amazing program. And thank you to the parents. I saw the parents here earlier when I got in. It's really incredible. And I know what it's like to have parents who sacrifice and toil to find ways to survive so that their children can thrive. And you make it all possible. It's the parents. And finally, to the graduates of the SAL program, you've each opened a door today. So I challenge you to walk through it. Let today be the start of something, not the end of it. And we celebrate not just your completion of the SAL program, but what I believe to be your greatest gift is the desire and motivation and inspiration to learn. And I'll say it again, I said it earlier, you're way ahead of the game. And as hardworking students of this program, you've clearly demonstrated a passion for learning, a commitment to yourself and your futures, and a respect for the families and communities that continue to support you along the way. So just keep working hard, strive for excellence, and when you fall, because you will, just do like my 1-year-old daughter does when she attempts unsuccessfully to climb our furniture. You get back up and you try it again and again. And so as the next generation of society's leaders, the responsibility resting on your shoulders is great, but so is the opportunity. So seize it. Find something that you're passionate about, no matter what it is, and let it guide your way. Because we need rising, shining stars like you to brighten our future. Congratulations.